Stephen, at 33, he carried the history of his family not just in his name, but in the slight furrow between his brows. He was the second of 4 brothers. John, the quiet and ambitious son, eldest of the 4 brothers. Emeka, the risk-taker, smart and intelligent, the third of the 4 brothers. Daniel, the baby of the house. Their early life in the local areas was a canvas of bright, sunny days, filled with the loud, supportive laughter of their parents. They were a pack of brilliant minds, all headed for good schools, buoyed by their father's steady job and their mother's dedication as a full-time housewife. The shift came like a sudden, heavy downpour. Stephen was 16, preparing for his SS2 exams, when his father's body betrayed him. The illness was slow, debilitating, and worst of all, it stole the family's sole source of income. The house, once full of comforting noises, became heavy with worry. Stephen completed secondary school under this new, grim shadow. His father passed just after his final exams, leaving behind a young widow and 4 sons thrust into premature adulthood. Stephen, John, and Emeka immediately traded textbooks for the hardscrabble reality of Lagos hustle. Their hands quickly learned the feel of a waiter's tray at loud events, the monotony of a supermarket attendant, and the slick, sterile feel of a bank's tiled floor as a cleaner. Every naira was a life raft for Daniel, the youngest, whose education they fiercely protected. Their mother, after years as a full-time housewife, swallowed her pride and started working, providing what little support she could. A year of relentless struggle was brutally capped when their mother too fell ill, succumbing to the disease 6 months later. It was just the 4 of them now, a band of young men against the sheer, unforgiving wall of the world. They grew up in a blur, learning the language of survival on the unforgiving streets, relying only on each other. Then, the miracle, Emeka, the quiet one, struck gold. He won a jackpot, the kind of life-changing luck that most only dream of. True to their bond, he didn't forget his brothers. He offered them help, a stepping stone to a better life. For Stephen, that help came in the form of a reliable, gleaming car. "Stephen," Emeka had said, handing him the keys, "no more working for people. Use this for Uber. Be your own boss." Stephen felt an intoxicating surge of freedom. The hard-working, disciplined man who had cleaned floors and waited tables now had control. He was the master of his time. The first few months were excellent. He worked diligently, the money steady, the promise of a stable life within reach. But then, the quiet comfort of his new life, the independence he had so craved, began to poison him. The ambitious man melted into the nonchalant. Why rush out at 5 a.m. when he could sleep until noon? Why work a full day when he could just do 1 or 2 trips? He started spending his days at his own pace, which was increasingly slow, and his evenings entertaining different women at his small apartment. The money dwindled as his expenses on leisure increased. His brothers noticed. He was always broke, always asking for money for a minor car repair. The truth, however, soon came out from a concerned neighbor. John and Emeka were furious, not just at the wasted opportunity, but at the betrayal of the hustle they had all shared. Stephen made a show of changing, but the deep-seated complacency remained. When the financial pressures mounted, he sought refuge not in renewed effort, but in fatalism. He consulted pastors and prophets, who, seeing his desperation, offered an easy-out, spiritual attack. "It is the house," a prophet told him, his voice heavy with false significance. "The ground you walk on is curse. You must leave this place by all means." Relief washed over Stephen. It wasn't him. It was an external force. A few months later, without a word to his brothers, Stephen sold the car, his lifeline and their collective investment. He used a portion of the money to rent a new apartment, finally free of the cursed ground. The rest quickly vanished. 2 years have passed since the sale. The luxury of being his own boss is a distant memory. Stephen is now a company driver, ferrying executives across Lagos for a meager monthly salary, the ghost of the sold car haunting every traffic jam. He still lives alone, still harbors the hope for a sudden, external miracle to lift him out of the struggle. He hasn't yet realized that the true curse was not the house, but the comfort that allowed the hard-working Stephen to take an early, fatal retirement.